In the last 2.5 years, serving as president of Jamaica Trade and Invest, the JTI team struggled to attract sophisticated job-creating investments because of the stubbornly prevailing perception of a low-skilled, low-waged, cheap labor Jamaican workforce. A low-skilled workforce profile attracts investments which bring jobs that do not require much education or training and do not pay much, hence challenging to the ILO's decent work agenda and perpetuating the poverty cycle. I must quickly add that this perception is also held by local investors and entrepreneurs. The consequence of this is that investment spend, whether from foreign or local investors, finds its way out of the local economy, securing work permits to import skills perceived not to be available locally, as also to procure goods not available locally at the price and quality that foreign producers can provide. So the growth in economic activity and employment commensurate with the relatively high levels of investment is not realized. Fixing this low absorptive capacity of our economies, certainly in regard to our workforce, is what this TVET system review is really all about. Altering the profile changes the types of investments, changes the profile of the demand to the skill sets of the new economy, absorbing our educated, trained graduates in sustaining the new economy and society. I'm talking about the new economy. The central thrust of my argument this morning is that since the Barbadian economies are services-based economies, and services economies are far more people employment intensive than manufacturing-based ones, the challenge is deciding what services, industries we should focus on with a potential to build and maintain a global competitive advantage and secure our people's prosperity. You will notice that I speak of competitive advantage and not comparative advantage, as we were all taught in school. Just to remind, comparative advantage is secured by taking advantage of the natural resource endowments God gave us: minerals, oil, tropical climate, landmass, slave labor evolved into cheap labor, and geographical location vis-a-vis markets. Competitive advantage, on the other hand, is created entirely through the innovation, creativity, knowledge, and talents of our people. I can think of no better example to illustrate this profound distinction between comparative and competitive advantage than in the case of Singapore. Its landmass is approximately the same size as Barbados, or the parishes of Kingston and St. Andrew in my own country, with a population of 4.5 million people. Let me hasten to add that I'm not by any means advocating the Singaporean method of achieving prosperity. All I'm saying is that it is possible to build economic and social prosperity and global competitive advantage based solely on people, educated and trained and properly socialized to become full stake owners of their societies.